Alright, it's been a while since we did a demo video of installing our performance emblems, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We're going to put a satin white on a white car. So this is what you get in the pack. You get the installation template, I'll show you that in a second, a couple of wipes, and then you get the actual emblem. That's how it looks in the foam. We've had a few tickets saying, why did you send me the Chinese emblem? It's not, it's like a little jigsaw puzzle to keep you amused, so it'll all make sense in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is grab a wipe, prep the area. So on the Model Y, there's quite a bit more space underneath the logo, so we're going to go ahead and just put it across here. It's up to you, of course. You can remove the logo if you want. Bear in mind, on early Model Ys, which I think generally speaking were pre-COVID shutdown, so Fremont shut down I think in either March or April of 2020. Cars made before then have a couple of little locating lugs behind the logo, so you can't remove it, or if you do, you'll see the holes, so you don't really want to. So watch out for that. But if you have a recent Model Y, you really want to move the logo so you can put the Tesla emblem more central, absolutely feel free to do that. We sell a removal kit for it. All you need to do is just get some fishing line, which you may have at home, but if you don't, it's in our kit. Just sort of saw away behind the logo until it comes away, and then use some adhesive remover just to get the last of the foam adhesive off the car. So this is what the installation template looks like. There's an arrow on here that says line up with the camera lens, which should get you centered, and if I do that, you'll see that the S is right there in the middle. I'm going to punch these out and show you real quick. Okay, so if you lined up, but of course if you're leaving the logo on, then that's your best ever pointer of the center of the rear of the vehicle anyway. So I'm going to just punch these other letters out real quick. Last bit out there, and the T, and then just peel away from behind. Maybe go about halfway obviously, so you can get the center of it lined up. And this doesn't have to be perfect on the car, this is just your installation template, but you know, get kind of eye level with it. Decide where you want the logo. I'm kind of using obviously the T as the guide for the center, and then the fold on the trunk, we're going to follow that fold a little bit, so just lift it up a little bit there, do the same thing here, and that'll look nice and straight once it's on. And we're going to peel away the rest of the backing sheet, and then same thing, just kind of tap it home like so. We don't care about this bit in the middle, it's just the letters that we care about. Make sure they're flat on the car. Okay, so now we're going to get our little puzzle piece. Obviously it's entirely up to you where you start. Peel off the clear carrier sheet which protects it. And then I'm going to start with the S. So there's nothing to peel off because it's all self-contained in the foam. So all we're going to do is just place it, just gently. And we're going to do the same with all the other letters as well. And then when we're done, we're going to step back, make sure everything looks right and straight. And then we'll come back and just put a bit more pressure on the letters to finalise the installation. See, I'm doing all the easy bits first, just cheating. Take your time, I'm rushing this a little bit just for the sake of the video, but definitely take your time when you're doing it. The E is probably the fiddliest, so you really want to just eyeball that and make sure everything looks level when it's on there. Relative to each of the other shapes or bars. We do sell these separately as well if you want to use one on your center console or your fridge or something. And last one, the hat on the A. Okay, so now take a step back. Just make sure, again, checking this looks well lined up and symmetrical, everything else looks level and set. And then if it is, then just apply a little bit more pressure. Doesn't need much really, it's just all of the 3M VHB tape, VHB is very high bond, all of the 3M tape is pressure activated, so just a bit of pressure is all you need. And then we're going to peel away the template. Got most of it, let's grab that bit. And there you have the emblem in matte white. I think that looks pretty good. So we sell these in, I don't know how many options now, probably 7 or 8 or 9, maybe 10. All kinds of combinations from chrome to black to red outline, red inset, just loads of options. So whatever you need, we almost certainly have the finish you're looking for. One last thing that I forgot to mention while we do a slow scan of the emblem. It's important to apply it when it's relatively mild, so ideally something above 55 Fahrenheit or 15 or so Celsius is good. And then make sure you let it sit for 24 hours, especially if the weather is cold outside. It just allows the adhesive to take before taking the car out in the elements. That's it. Thanks for watching.